Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna go back to My Hero Halloween. So I want to see how different the routes are. I mean, we already got the Deku route, and I know that there is Deku, Bakugo, Toroki, and Iroko in it. I don't think there's anyone else, but let's check. What's your name? Digital Wave. Cold, crisp air of fall permeates your cozy bedroom, waking you up gently. The sunlight streams in front of your window, and you can't help but let out a yawn as you stretch out your limbs. It's rare for you to wake up before your alarm. You try to hold on to the fleeting dream you were having, but it's pointless. Your phone buzzes next to you. You reach for it, hoping to check the time. You still have 15 minutes before your alarm. Nice. You gently you gather your bathroom tote and robe when you hear someone scream. If you fling open your door and run down out of your room, your heart racing. Memory of recent attacks by the League of Villains are still so fresh in your mind. I was finishing up in the bathroom, doing my usual, and the lights began to flicker. Then I heard strange noises coming from the first stall in the bathroom. You look at Mina in surprise. She can be dramatic, but she doesn't exactly scare easily. Jiro has her ear jacks plugged into the wall, bathroom door, and a serious expression on her face. I got nothing. Did you wave? Did you hear anything strange? I heard a loud scream and came running. That was me. I guess I got a little jumpy right now. You and Jiro exchanged worried glances. What should we do? I'm kind of creeped out right now. I checked the stalls after the lights came back on, and I saw some ominous writing on the mirror. I don't want to worry anyone, for no reason, though. I agreed. Let's keep it small until we figure out more. We should see if the guys know something strange. I'll text one of them now. You pull out your phone and try to decide who to be the best, most helpful. Toroki, he's practical in almost any situation. Call Deku. He did text you this morning, but you never found out what he did. Call Bakugo. Also, maybe not the best idea, but he's one of the best despite his thorny personality. I'm calling Bakugo. Doing the Bakugo route this time, so you take out your phone and hesitate for a moment with your finger hovering over the call button. You can find his name under your recent contacted list. You're not entirely sure that Bakugo even knows your name. Iron called me extra probably. To your surprise, he answers by saying your name and a few expletives with it. You quickly explain the situation to him, and although he grumples about it, he says he's already almost there. You smile to yourself. After you hang up, it wasn't so bad. And despite his abrasive words, he didn't really offer to help. You fake a confident smile back at Mina and Jiro. Bakugo will be here soon. Then we should all go together and see if we can find any clues. And come on, Bakugo, someone's gonna scare you just looking at him. Ready to kill someone. You don't want to show that you're pretty worried. Within minutes, it seems like the whole class had gathered, including the guys. So much for making a big scene. We group up and open the bathroom door with a tribulation. There's writing on the wall that says boo. That's not too scary, I guess. You feel a little relieved. Sure, it's just a panic. It's probably one of those the other guys trying to scare us. She put out a reassuring smile, but you could tell she's still worried. Oh yeah, see it? These little small tiny letters. Why is it not Japanese though? If we don't hurry, we'll still be late to class. I don't think we should worry too much about this. You're no fun, Toroki. You can't help but laugh at Mina's instantly Lion's Moon. It doesn't seem silly to be worked over nothing. Plus, none of you want to be late to get in on it as I was. Bad side. First thing in the morning. He's right. I bet it was nothing. You grab your bag from your room and throw on your school uniform. So much for being an easy morning. You're slightly out of breath from running to catch up with the others. You still have a few minutes, but Ida will start yelling if you don't hurry. Up ahead, you spot a familiar figure looking intensely at their phone. Okay, yep. So we already had Deku. We are gonna do Bakugo, then Todoroki, and then Ruka. If it changes a little bit. You call out to Bakugo. Bakugo? He turns around and gives you a cold stare. What the hell do you want, flashbang girl? Tastes to the guy that little explosion. Me, I have Kamea waves. Again with the nicknames. I was just coming to give you some grief, Kai-chan. You said the nickname slowly with emphasis. Calm down, Deku. You better not think you could start calling me that too, Kai-chan. He runs a hand through his hair and smirks at you. Don't tell me you freaked out about the stupid writing on the mirror this morning. Like I'll do. You cut your teeth and make a fist. Absolutely not. Good. You should be more worried about our training session today. He gives you a wicked grin. It shouldn't make you sigh, but something about him always riles you up. Maybe you're the one who should be worried. You're too weak to take me on. I like to see it through. See it though. His gaze at you softens a bit as you go quiet. You're right though. I got beat pretty badly at our last training session. I've been practicing a lot today actually. Oi, oi, oi. Don't get all serious on me. If you want someone to cheer you up, go talk to Deku. You roll your eyes and punch him gently on the shoulder. I'm not a moron. I never come for you for anything. You play off with a laugh, but he gives you a strange look. You're not sure if you're becoming friends or enemies at this point. Whatever, get out of my way. Class is about to start. You reach a hand out to stop him, but drop it back to your side. He turns around suddenly, so quickly that he nearly jumped into his arm. Wait. Bump into him. If you want help training, you know where to find me. His eyes don't meet yours, and he turns back around just as quickly. You can't help but wonder if that was his vision of friendship. When you take a seat at your desk, you look down at your hands, which feel a little shaky. You're not sure why your heart is pounding in your chest. It seems as if your class was going to by slowly, particularly math. Math sucks. You're not anxious to get to the training course again. You look down at your hands and think about your quirk. You used it mostly in support capability. If it's a flash, I'm still using it as a command wave. That was how I got my quirk. I just watched Dragon Ball Z and I did a command wave, and then I decided, let's see if I can do Rising Gun. But that's not good enough anymore. You have to adapt. Finally, the last bell rings. Everyone changes their hero costumes and meets at the Gym Gamma. They get back to your conversation this morning. You know you need to pick some strong point for today. You've been falling more and more into the back of the pack of Class 1A. It's time to put your recent training into action. Go, Bakugo. Hey, King's explosion murder. Want to team up? Bakugo turns his head to look at you with a wild grin. Let's do it, flashbang girl. Don't expect me to go easy on you, though. That's what I'm counting on. You clutch your hands into tight fists and nod at him. You take a few minutes to stretch. You know he's got you beat on power and also agility, but you have to just be clever. Your quirk allows you to create balls of energy between your hands. You can only make one at a time, and your trademark move has been to open fights with a flashbang, as Bakugo has certainly noted. Might not be doing a command wave. Lately, you tried out building up speed first in your hands and then watching it. Isn't precise, a lot like trying to hit a pole ball and angle it just right to go into the pocket. You ready to die? Die. Each take 5 seconds to position yourselves. You figure he will come at you hard and fast. He doesn't expect much from you. You throw him alone and first set up a flashbang to hide what you're actually doing. You just barely dodge out of the way as you hear an explosion hit the wall behind you. Your ankle throbs. Too slow, flashbang girl. You roll your eyes, but notice he has a small, excited smile on his face. He hasn't seen you yet. Don't underestimate me, you mutter under your breath. You use your first flashbang to somersault behind him. With that help of some force from your light orb. Before you could turn around, when you know will fire all cylinders at you, you build up your orb as much as possible and use a command wave. You've been practicing using it as a shield. This will be for the true test. It takes almost no time at all for him to turn around, already firing before he even seen you. His reflexes are that good. You've been waiting for this. Using both hands, you hold back his explosion, sending it back at him. Bakugo goes flying, but lands on his feet. You don't waste your chance. Running at full speed, you drop unexpectedly to the floor and slide below him. From behind, you sweep his legs from under him and flashbang once more, ignoring the ringing sound that also hits your ears due to the close proximity. You throw an orb at the ceiling, as high as it can go. You got the timing down. Now, after weeks of practice in this gym, you'll fall and hit in exactly 4.3 seconds. Bakugo grabs you by the shoulder and you yell in pain as he flips you over onto your back, slamming you against the ground. Your head hits the ground, kinda hard, and you wince in pain. You already regret not getting some kind of helmet for your hero costume. Still too weak, Digital Wave. 1 second left. Your chance. Who are you calling weak? You let out a smile at the instant your light ball falls and hits him in the back, knocking the wind out of him and stunning him just long enough. Ignoring the pain in your ankle, you flip over him and pin him instead of his hands behind his back and his face to the ground. You took your eyes off my weapon, you say with a large smile. I did it. Digital Wave, what the hell was that? You can't tell if he's extremely pissed off or impressed. Maybe both. Probably both. I should have known he would try something. I just had to wait for my opening. You are surprised when he extends his hand to help you up. He looks away, avoiding eye contact. You should get your ankle looked at, and your shoulder, and maybe your head too. Damn. I'll be fine. This is flesh wound. I guess I could take you to the recovery girl. You got to how exasperated sigh. No, it's okay. I actually want to keep watching the rest of the class. Bakugo surprisingly helps you up to the bleacher stands to watch, his arm wrapped around your wrist as you hop up each stair. He mutters under his breath the whole time. You ignore the pounding in your head and the way your ankle was starting to really age. Bakugo gets up and leaves the second he deposits you safely. Guess that's the most I can expect. You focus on watching your classmates who are still fighting and ignore the pain throughout your body. He really didn't go easy on you at all. Here. You look over in surprise to see Bakugo is back and is handing you a water bottle. He throws his body down in the seat next to you and taking up way too more room than he needs. He kneels, his knee rests against your leg, and you become way too aware that the tiny bit of contact. You didn't need to get me anything, Bakugo. I beat you up pretty badly. It's only right. You tilt your head a little in confusion. I didn't think you cared. He goes a little quiet. I'm a butthole, but I'm not evil. Are you sure about that? He elbows you a little in the side to show you're kidding. He lets out a small chuckle. That surprises you. You were good today. Not better than me, but good. I made the mistake of underestimating you. He finally makes eye contact with you. It won't happen again. You start to brush under the intensity of his stare and tilt your head down so he doesn't notice. His knee brushes against you again and he lets out a loud sigh, putting his arm around the back of your chair. Class ends and Bakugo forces you to seek a recovery girl. He even carries you on his back, despite your protest. He cares. It doesn't take long, but you fall asleep there. You look around your room in confusion. How did I get here? You vaguely recall being carried back here after visiting a recovery girl. You still feel a little drowsy, but no pain in your body. The sun is already setting, and you got lots of homework to get done. You work agility for an hour when you notice a movement outside your window. Your eyes widen, and you feel your heart race. No way, that's impossible. What looks like a ghost floats in your room, hovering outside your window, before disappearing again. You once again hear a scream. With no hesitation this time, you bolt out of your room towards the sound and screaming. So I wasn't just seeing things. Was that you, Mina, who screamed? Did you see outside the window? Kurosama was shaken up, too. We were working on homework together and saw a ghost outside the window. It was definitely a ghost. That's what I saw, too. He had never believed in ghosts before, but this is pretty convincing. It disappeared, though, and didn't actually do anything. Should we be too worried? I'll man up and check it out, but it disappeared for us as well. We should probably go and meet up with everyone in the common area and see if they see anything. You still feel a bit jumpy. Between the lights flickering in the bathroom and all day plus the obvious writing in the mirror, something just feels off. As suspected, most people are finishing up dinner or chatting while doing homework in the common space. Mina quickly gathers everyone and fills them in on what's going on our floor. It's just on the fourth floor, girls' side, where strange things have been happening. Our bathroom mirror also had dye written on it. You look at him in surprise. He never mentioned that earlier today. I assume it was Bakugo. So blunt. You want to go on? You want to go half and half? It would have to say Deku for it to be Bakugo's doing. You can't help but snicker a little. It's true. Iruka's is giggling. Round face, you're next. Kai-chan is already quickly going absolutely nowhere. My floor was also experiencing flickering lights and strange apparitions. However, as ghosts do not exist, there must be some other possible expression. How do you know ghosts don't exist? I mean, I saw it outside my window too. Seems pretty real to me. Was that before or after he went yay mode during training class? The whole class starts to laugh a little. I agree with Ida. We need to look reasonably. It's almost Halloween. Is it possibly connected to that? Ida nods. I don't know, guys. Maybe these dorms were built on something strange. Who knows what UA's history is like? I mean, the dorms were just built recently. Though, so I don't think so. If the ghost tried to float through me, well, I was hearted. Do you think I think I could stop it. I already know who's actually behind it, but he starts to regret taking this matter to the whole class. It goes on for a while with no resolution. The lights flicker on and off a few times again. Maybe you should have just called maintenance. Eventually, people started to drift back to their rooms after having eaten dinner. You're on your way back towards your room when Bakugo stops you. Oi, did you leave? You look at him in surprise. It's just two of you in the hallway, and he used your name. You're a little embarrassed at the fact that he carried you to your room as your visiting cover girl. Hey, Bakugo. You rub your hand along his arm. You rub your hand around your arm anxiously. Sorry for making you have to bring me back to the dorm earlier. It was nothing. You could feel your cheeks starting to redden at the thought. He knows his hands are crunching in fist, and he's turned away from you, only looking at you through the corner of his eye. I have a question for you. Question though. Your heart pounds in your chest. I'm shopping tomorrow for a costume for that stupid Halloween contest. You smile in surprise. What? Don't give me that face. I usually hate these stupid things, but if it's a contest, then I damn well want to win it. Your eyes meet, and his breath catches your throat. He has a glimmer in his eyes and a smirk on his face. I thought you had a question, Bakugo. Come with me. Okay, so you weren't imagining it. He definitely just asked you out. Well, not so much asked. He debated playing hard to get. It is fun to mess with him. I wouldn't call that asking, Kai-chan. He gets up close to your face, pushing you against the wall. Okay, maybe your knees are weak for some other reason. Is that a yes or no? His eyes finally meet yours, and you notice that he looks a little nervous. You push him away from you, smirking at him. Fine, I'll go. You feel a little lightheaded, and you know that your flushed cheeks are probably giving you away. Really? Oh wait. He gives you a triumphant smile. Tomorrow, after class. That's perfect. Did Bakugo just ask you out? You fall into your bed with a smile on your face. You hug your pillow in excitement. October 30th, Friday. You fell asleep throughout the night. Your body is still exhausted from training. When your alarm goes off, you wake up and stretch your tired limbs. You're always grateful for the day off between training classes to give your body a break. The next morning goes by quickly. There's still odd things happening around the dorm. You honestly are relieved to have a full day of classes and a date after that afternoon. You don't really feel like being at Heights Alliance right now. You walk into class with Ozzy. Can I pronounce Ozzy and Momo? This morning there was more creepy text in the bathroom, written on every mirror. She looks concerned. I wouldn't think anything of it, but I thought I saw someone on my balcony last night too. Oh, your balcony? Momo's eyes widened in surprise. She had been the most adamant, along with Ada, that ghosts don't exist, and there was a logical explanation. What if it's a villain? I mean, it would be almost impossible to break into UA grounds, though. They have done it before. It's been done before, though. What if it's someone's quirk, but the girl from the other class who can make illusions? Yes. Oh yes, Camry from Shikitsu. But that's even less likely. Why would someone from Shikitsu be here? And why would they do it? Momo goes quiet. She seems to be thinking hard. I don't want to bring up the League of Villains, but I know that's what we're all actually worrying about. They think we should talk to Isaiah Sensei. That might be the best plan. You nod your head in agreement. The other two girls decide to talk to him at the end of the day once classes are over. You feel guilty, but don't offer to help join them. A little embarrassed. You could tell them. You just tell them that you have prior plans. They both give you a weird look, but ignore it. Your classes pass uneventfully, and you're anxious for the day to end, which means it feels like it drags on forever. Fine, the last bell rings, and you gather your belongings into your bag. You and Bakugo have agreed to meet outside the Heights entrance to give you enough time to drop off your stuff and freshen up. It will. You haven't been able to decide what you should wear, so you just put on your school uniform back on. You look too dressy in a skirt and cute top, but your jeans and hoodie look way too casual. Oi, yo, digital wave. He's in his school uniform too, but his hair looks slightly more tame than usual, which is still untamed. Your heart skips a bit, a little. Hey, Bakugo. The store is just in town, an easy walk from campus. The walk is pleasant, and the air is chilly, but not too cold. You walk quietly for a while. It seems either of you know what to do and what to say. So, are you one of the girls who dresses R-rated for Halloween? No, I dress up like Tim Drake, aka Red Robin, for Halloween. Or a personal four uniform. Kito from Jiji no Kito. I've done Show from Portal. He tilts his head back to look at you as he walks a little faster. He's teasing you. Nah, I prefer to go to the horror route. I'm sure you used the excuse to wear a skin-tight suit, though. Just walk up, dress like a ghost face. Okay, that'd be perfect. Oi, you think you know me? You can't help but laugh. He's still pretty in private, but he's surprises you by slowing down. He lifts a corner of his mouth in a grin and puts his arm lazily around your shoulders. I honestly don't really care what the costume is, as long as I get to win the contest. He tells you about dressing up as All Might as a kid. He also mentions how that damn nerd Deku copied him every year. Well, you both admired the same hero, so you couldn't help but laugh. His arms remains on your shoulder, and your cheeks flush at the touch. I could get something really creepy, like fake blood or real blood. What I could do to stab someone, Bakugo? It gives you a large smile. I think in it, I don't think they're gonna, Isaiah Sensei, he's the judge, though. I don't think he's gonna accept real blood. Maybe fake blood, but not real blood. You need to know your audience. He pulls you a little closer to him. I knew I brought you along for a reason, Flashbang. Back to this nickname. You'll be hopeless on your own, honestly. Who are you calling hopeless? He pushes you away, but not very hard. He laughs, surprising you, and your heart beats twice as fast. Looks like the store's right up here. You pull away your phone GPS and give Bakugo a smile. The stupid store is way too big. Won't be here forever. You shrug and follow him inside. You really probably should have thought of what you wanted to pick up though. Would this one work? He holds up a very scary clown costume. You merely make a face. Absolutely not. You could have picked a worse option. It's it. Oi, Miss Halloween expert. You put a sailor costume, a Roman emperor, and a werewolf costume, and thrust them into his arms. He looks at you with surprise. Two can play that game, woman. He gives you a slice, a grin, as he shoves a pile of clothes into your arms. You look at the hangers in your hands and feel your face heat up. A sexy nurse, a sexy vampire, and a sexy witch. You give him a major side eye. You put a lot of thought into these, Kai-chan. Oi, I did. There's a mischievous glint in his eyes as he almost growls those words at you. Your mouth goes dry. Let's just get changed and meet outside this dressing area in each of our costumes. After trying on all the costumes, he's sure you managed to sweat through all of them. Each outfit he has picked was far too revealing. He had given you an evil grin each time you walked out in a new one. To Bakugo's disappointment, you did not choose a sexy nurse costume, but you did grab the regular one. After much yelling, half-hearted insults, and grumbling, he goes with a werewolf costume. You tell him that she would love the little ears, and honestly, also find them adorable. That one is perfect. I just walk in instead with a ghost face costume. This one's perfect. He attempts to give you a scary look, but the cute ears and tail just makes it too adorable. It's better be. She'll love it. You hold back a giggle as you think of how your classmates will react to it. Classmates will react to it as well. You should have picked the other nurse one though. Then maybe you could stand a chance against me in the contest. He gives you a little wicked grin. You start to feel a little self-centered in your costume, so you suggest you both change. Despite his teasing, he puts his arms around you protectively as you walk home together. You can imagine to have a mostly normal conversation. He carries your bag for you. He's being a gentleman right there. Somewhat. The sun is beginning to set, so you both pick up your pace a bit to get back. You talk some more on the way back. He doesn't always act like it, but Bakugo is a pretty smart guy. Hey Digiliv, thanks for today. His cheeks flush a little. I had a good time. He avoids eye contact with you and looks around as if he's looking for someone. You can't help but wonder if he has plans to ignore you now. Okay, I'm going to head in then. You turn around, but his hands reached out and grabbed your hand. He pulls you back towards him into a tight embrace. He's a good bit taller than you, so you stand on the tips of your toes. You bury your face against his shoulder. He smells a little like smoke and leather. It lasts only a moment before you pull apart, unable to make eye contact. Your heart is racing, and even more awkward since you then have to walk into the same dorm together. You get a few interesting stares. Momo and Ozzy certainly look at you in curiosity, but you rush into your room before they could stop you. Crushing your shopping bag to your chest, you sink down onto the floor with a huge grin across your face. Tomorrow's Halloween, and there's the dorm costume contest along with the haunted house that everyone wants to go to. It really is your favorite time of the year. October 31st, Saturday, Halloween Day. The sun is breaking through the window, and you wrap your blanket around you a little tighter. You're up earlier to help decorate the dorm for the costume contest. You take another moment to enjoy the peaceful morning before you get ready. The morning goes by quickly as you blow up balloons and hang streamers. He knows that Bakugo is yelling in the kitchen. He's surprisingly good at cook, but has no patience for ours to try to help him out. He can't help but laugh. He was somehow volunteered to make Halloween cookies. The whole class works to make a great Halloween party for her. Deku particularly works hard. She means a lot to him. He knows that Todoroki is smiling a lot more than usual as well. He really is getting into the spirit of the season. Haruka uses her quirk to make you float as you tape up paper bats around the room. This place is starting to look awesome. I think she'll really love this. I hope nothing weird goes on today. He mutters quietly to himself for a bit. Well, didn't they talk to Aizawa yesterday? They said he wasn't too concerned. If he was, I'm sure he would have called off this party, especially considering everything she's been through. That's true. Deku looks serious for a moment, with a hand on his chin. He looks up and gives you both a determined smile. It just means we have to try extra hard to make sure this is the best party ever. You smile and nod. You all finish setting up and go your separate ways. Kirishima still has no costume, so he and Mina head over to the store that you recommend to them. Before you know it, it's the afternoon and the costume contest should start soon. You change into your costume, adding a bit of makeup to make it to your eyes. The nurse costume is more revealing than you would normally wear, so you're a little nervous. You check yourself one more time in the mirror before giving your reflection a determined smile. You step outside the hallway and get hit with a chilly blast of air. What the? You run outside the elevators. You rub your hands up and down your cold arms. What the heck's going on? It's freezing in here. I'm not sure what Aizawa-sensei and Shibiari be here. I was expecting nothing less for punctuality from a UA professor. If something weird is going on, we should figure it out. You feel a little exposed in a costume that doesn't grant you much mobility, let alone warmth. And speaking of it, he's a UA's professor, but he sleeps in he also has carried around a sleeping bag and fell asleep in class a couple times. You first met him while he was in a sleeping bag. The two of you run into the common room area. She runs up to you and with excitement. It looks amazing in here. She's shivering, but also smiling. She doesn't say anything else to you, so as she knows Deku is here. You notice Aizawa is looking around the room suspiciously. There was ice all over the main halls. It was my ice. I melted it all now, so it should be should warm up soon. He looks irritated. How is that possible? Does anyone else here have an ice quirk? Not that I know of. Just then the lights flicker once more. When the lights flicker back on, there's a figure dressed like a clown floating midair around the window. And surprisingly, it's laughing, laughing crazily. She wrapped around Deku's leg, hiding. Before anyone has a chance to move, Aizawa has flown up the window and has his binding cloth around it. With a yank, he pulls the figure down into the room. Wait, why are you here? Aizawa rips the clown mask off the disgruntled sigh with a disgruntled sigh. Is this your idea of fun? Monora. Ma. He rips off his costume, smirks at the surprised face of Class 1A students. Deku looks ready to do a full throttle on him. She looks around at everyone in confusion, then she lets out a giggle. Was that a Halloween prank, like in the movies? Azawa pulls his hand in his face and grunts. Goddamn kids. Just then, Kido bursts into the room, holding Yanagi in her hand. Try to stop them from messing with your party. Your attempt to fool me was in vain. He laughs and points at everyone, calling you fools. This guy is such a pain. I'll take him back to the dorm with me and give him a real beat down. Well, don't you want to know how I did it? Mora stole Toraki's ice quirk used to freeze the room. Furthermore, he most likely stole the carbon rays to cause electrical outages. Well, Paladin he loses the chance to tell his grand scheme. Wait a minute. When did he steal my quirk? You're an idiot. I'm sure it was easy. Everyone laughs. And you really wore your hero costume to the costume contest, didn't you? Hey, I didn't have money to buy a costume. Besides, you're in your school uniform. She presses a little and stammers out an excuse, turning away from him. And with that, Yanagi, who used his Portuguese quirk to float those fake ghosts by our windows. She looks down in shame. I was convinced to do it. I apologize. But what about the weird things floating around the room? You guys shouldn't have been here all the time. I'm afraid that was probably me. Everyone looks around in surprise. You teamed up with Class B. No, I just didn't have my gloves on. You can't help but wonder what her excuse was for not having anything on. I mean, to be fair, her actual hero uniform, which she's wearing right now, all she has is gloves and shoes on. Well, it was a little funny at first, especially when she got scared. She giggled a little bit. I can't help myself. Eventually, everyone laughed, including her. I propose we compromise with our commence with our costume contest. As class representative, I invite those from Class B to join in as a show of good faith. Enter the tituous class rep. I also suppose that we cancel the trip to the haunted house, as it seems we lived enough of that already this week. The class wholeheartedly agreed, except for Isaiah, who has curled himself up in the sleeping bag on the couch and may be asleep already. After everything quiet down, we get to have the costume contest. Each person who wants to participate goes to the front of the room to show their costume. You smile as you notice Toraki secretly taking photos. Be sure she will like to see those later. Once everyone has gone, it's time for them to deliberate. He's pretty sure he slept through it and won't be much help. But she seems to be taking it very seriously. His wife, can you help me? She whispers quietly to you as you kneel down to her. I narrow it down to these people. I don't know who to pick, though. She hands you over a list of names, all spelled very incorrectly. It's adorable. A classic, super cute. This costume fits him perfectly and looks very happy. Plus, he's spent extra time buying all the decorations. Bakugo, if it's not a sheer amusement of how cute his werewolf costume looks, you know He'll be ecstatic about winning. I'm gonna go Bakugo. She gives you a big smile. That's who I was gonna pick. You give her a thumbs up and encourage her to go tell Azala. Maybe Azala wasn't sleeping after all because he gets up before she gets to him. You can tell they've grown closer. She merely slots her hand around into his palms. He hides it, but there's a grin on his face. She's really having a lot of fun. Everyone is, including the kids from Class B. Mama, of course. She looks at Azala and gives him a little push. I want to announce the winner of the costume contest is... The class all look at her with smiles. They already won. We all won, honestly. It's Bakugo. I told you guys I would win. His attempt to look menacing, but with his costume, it just comes off as adorable. He also failing to hide a smile. Hero training can be hard and grueling, but the moments like these that remind you of what you all are fighting for. Your cheeks hurt from the smiling so much. You decide to take a moment to go outside and collect your thoughts, and you still hear the faint sound of music coming from the dorm. It's been a whirlwind of a year. In the last few weeks, intense training, classes, and your bubbling relationship with your classmates. You haven't realized how stressed you've been about the prank Monoma had played on everyone. A year ago, none of that would have fazed you. Things are different now, though. You feel a hand on your shoulder, and you turn around in surprise. Yo, did you wave? Where'd you go? You came out here on your own, and it's been a while. He's trying to act like he's too cool to care. He knows he's changed into his regular clothing again as well. I'm all good. I just want to get some fresh air. You both walk a little bit from the building, stop under one of the street lamps. Bakugo won't make eye contact with you and keeps opening and closing his fist, which keeps sparkling a little. Did a wave? Don't get a big head or anything, but well, you know. You look at him and blink a few times in confusion. Come out and say what you need to say, Mr. King Explosion Murder. You give him a sly smile. He mumbles a few words, and honestly, he also sounds like he might be cursing as well. I like you, okay? Goddammit, isn't it obvious? Your heart beats loudly in your chest. You never sink into the sight of him. His cheeks are beet red, and you're sure his palms keep sparkling because he's sweating so much. Actually, want to tell you the same thing. He looks at you with surprise. Oh, really? You nod your head with a smile. Your cheeks are bright red now, too. He doesn't give you a chance to react. He pushes you against the brick wall and wraps one arm around your wrist. He pulls you close to him and whispers, "Happy Halloween." He kisses you, and you kiss him back. This has definitely been the best Halloween ever. And that was My Hero Halloween Bakugo route. If you like my content, post subscribe, what deal? It'll help out, and comment down below. I'll see you guys next time.